Are you a trumpet player who struggles to play with faster air when playing higher notes on the trumpet? Well, you've come to the right video for this one. What's going on, everybody? This is Trumpet Tips with JC, and in this video, I'll be discussing the difference between playing with more air versus playing with faster air when it comes to playing higher notes. Let's get started. One thing that trumpet players should always consider is how they use their air when playing in the upper register. One of the main reasons why trumpet players struggle in the upper register is because they try to blow harder air rather than blowing faster air. Let me show you an example of what happens when we blow harder when playing higher notes on the trumpet. So in that clip, I was blowing harder with my air on the trumpet as I was going in the upper register. And what ends up happening when you do that is that the pitch just stays the same when you're trying to play higher notes on the trumpet. And the reason being is because when we blow harder with our air on the trumpet, all we're doing is putting more volume behind our sound. But we want higher notes to come out when we're trying to play in the upper register. So what you want to do is you want to play with faster air. Let me show you an example of what happens when you play with faster air on the trumpet. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, how in the world are you able to blow your faster air and be able to play those high notes on the trumpet like that? Well, one thing that I'm doing when I'm playing in the upper register is that I'm gradually rising the back of my tongue as I'm going in the upper register when playing the trumpet. So what ends up happening when you rise the back of your tongue, it actually shoots the air out faster. So when you keep your tongue level down, when you try to play higher notes, the pitch isn't going to change because there's nothing that's making the air shoot out faster into the instrument. So you really have to concentrate and feel for the gradual rising of the back of your tongue when playing the trumpet. Another thing that I'm doing to make sure that my air is moving faster when playing higher notes on the trumpet is making my aperture, which is the hole in the middle of your lips, smaller. Let me show you what happens when you try to play with the large aperture when going for the higher notes. So as you can see there, as I'm trying to get higher and higher into the upper register, I'm unable to do it because I'm just keeping my aperture wide open and large. And as a result, I'm unable to shoot faster air into the instrument. So ensure that you as a trumpet player, making sure that when you're going to play higher notes on the trumpet, that you're gradually making your aperture smaller and rising the back of your tongue so you can shoot that faster air into the instrument to get those higher notes out on the trumpet. One final thing that I'm doing to ensure that my air is moving faster when playing higher notes on the trumpet is that I'm flexing my abdominal muscles when going into the upper register. What you're going to find when you do that is that it's going to take away a lot of extra tension that may take place from your throat up to your lips or your embouchure. Let me show you that. So right there, I was not flexing my abdominal muscles at all. All I did was raise my tongue level and made my aperture smaller. But with me not flexing my abdominal muscles, tension is going to start happening in your throat and in your embouchure as well. So your sound is going to be really constricted. But when you flex your abdominal muscles on top of raising the tongue level and making your aperture smaller, you're going to take away a lot of that tension and you're going to get positive tension down here because you're flexing your abdominal muscles to help you shoot that faster air to hit those higher notes. So right there, I was flexing my abdominal muscles, and as a result, I had no tension in my embouchure or in my throat. All the tension was in the flexing of my abdominal muscles, because that's helping me shoot that air faster when playing higher notes on the trumpet. So there you have it. That's the difference between blowing faster air and blowing harder with the air on the trumpet. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. This is Trumpetist with JC, and I'll see y'all in the next video.